Well, the first one we're going to go over is the eagle eye, or the look at the picture strategy. This is one that a lot of emergent readers use or need to be encouraged to use as they're reading. This will help them to ensure that the words they're reading are matching the picture and what's actually happening in the story. Well, today I'm going to be using a nonfiction book that I got at the Dollar Tree, which is pretty awesome. The book we're going to be reading today is titled Cheetahs. So this nonfiction book only holds true information or facts for your emergent reader to use. So for Eagle Eye, we want to encourage our child to look at the picture while they're reading and to think, what is in the picture that starts with the beginning letter or matches the word we're reading? For example, your child might not know the word cubs, but if they're looking at the picture here, they can glean the necessary information that they need, that they could insert the word they believe matches the picture into the sentence that will help them understand what the text is telling them. For example, this is something an emergent child might do while they're reading. When I say emergent, I mean kindergarten to a first grade student. They're still building on these reading strategies, using the strategies to help them become fluent readers. A mother cheetah has 3 to 5 k. Most emergent readers will know that beginning sound of C as the hard k sound. They might not be able to decode the word cubs, but if they look at the pictures, they'll see that it's talking about babies. Now, most children know that this word does not start with the B sound, so it can't be babies. They might insert other words, such as kids, or if your child is a little more advanced, they might be able to decode it using a different strategy already on their own. But most emergent readers might insert a word that looks similar. That's okay for look at the picture or eagle eye. This is what it might look like again. A mother cheetah has 3 to 5 k. Your child may look up at the picture, figure out that they're babies, and that the word babies doesn't fit with the hard k sound. Kids at one time. Have them reread. A mother cheetah has 3 to 5 kids at one time. Now the word kids that's been inserted for the word cubs doesn't detract from the meaning of the text, because yes, cubs are the cheetah's version of a baby or a kid. But what I try to encourage my students to do is to go back and try another strategy with that word, because even though it didn't interfere with the meaning, they didn't get the correct word. So here's where you could insert another strategy and help your child decode this word. For example, with my first grade students, I personally might use chunky monkey, where we break the word into chunks they already know. Something a little like this. A mother cheetah has 3 to 5. Now here's the word that they didn't match correctly to the picture. So here's where I'd want my student to use the strategy chunky monkey and break the word into chunks they already know. They would start with the initial letter of the word, which is the C. So I would expect to hear the k sound beginning. So in my classroom, what I like to do is cover up the word as we're breaking it apart, so it's easier for the student to follow along. This is what it would look like if your child started this strategy while reading. K. Now my students know that U and B together say ub, so that's a chunk they know they can put together. K, ub, s. Next, I'd have my student reread that word, but go a little bit faster. Remember, the goal is for them to break apart the word, but bring it back together so they can figure out what the word is. K, ub, s, k, ubs, cubs. Now I encourage my student to go back to the beginning, remembering the word cubs, and insert it where it belongs correctly in the sentence. A mother cheetah has 3 to 5 cubs at one time. Now I'll ask them, Did that make sense? Does it match the picture? Did it look and sound right? It does. Congratulate your child. They broke apart a difficult word they didn't know. Now encourage them to continue to read. Remember, it's okay to use more than one strategy at a time.